It turns out that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, the woman who loves to go out there and do her little cosplay, and she's typically wearing a cowboy hat, well, it turns out she's all hat, no cattle, because she might be one of the dumbest people in this administration. Not the dumbest, that still goes to Bobby Kennedy Jr. He holds that title and he holds it tightly. But Noem messed up so badly last week that insiders in the Trump administration immediately started throwing her under the bus because this was a big screw up. Here's what happened. Donald Trump has actually been working with the country of Argentina, and he wants Argentina to not buy as many things from China. And Argentina wants people from their country to be able to come over to the United States. So they had worked out this agreement where Argentina says, okay, we're not going to buy as much stuff from China if you agree to let people travel from Argentina to the United States for up to 90 days without having to actually get a visa. You know, we don't have to go through the paperwork and the process. We can just get on a plane, come over there for 89 and a half days, and then get the hell back if we want to. If not, we have to apply for a visa. Sure. And Trump agreed. And MAGA's actually very pissed off about that, much like they are with Trump's deal about bringing in students from China, because they don't want any immigrants here. But Trump made this deal. So last week, Argentina's like, cool, we got a deal. We're going to send our diplomats to D.C. To sign the agreement with you. And Trump's like, all right, cool, sounds great. Kristi Noem is going to spearhead this. So Kristi Noem was put in charge of making sure that these Argentinian diplomats, got to DC. She was supposed to meet them and get them, and then coordinate with the rest of Trump's cabinet to get them to the signing ceremony so they could put their names on the bill or the agreement. Except that didn't happen. Kristi Noem's office knew they were supposed to do that, and when the diplomats arrived, instead of taking them, going and getting Marco Rubio like she was supposed to and then going to the signing, her office told the diplomats, there's no signing ceremony. No, that's not a thing that's happening. So the diplomats then were like, well, I guess we're going back to the airport. So they just went back to the airport, got on planes to Argentina, and went home without signing the agreement. All because Kristi Noem just didn't want to deal with it. She knew what she had to do, according to members of the administration. She just chose not to. Let me read you this. This is one senior Trump official told Axios, quote, "Let's just say this was not a great look for us. It's embarrassing." Noem failed to notify Secretary of State Marco Rubio of the agreement at all, who, upon learning of the impending signing ceremony, issued a pause amid concerns over an Argentinian corruption scandal. So it gets even funnier when you realize that not only did Trump make this agreement, but he actually made it behind closed doors, to the point where even the Secretary of State didn't know about it. And then when he learns about it, he's like, dude, you can't do this. That government is so corrupt. There's a massive scandal. If you do this, we're going to look really dumb. And so he finds out at the last minute, storms into the room, finally does a smart thing for once in his life. Kristi Noem's over there twiddling her thumbs I sent the idiots home. I just didn't feel like dealing with them. It's a fucking sitcom. And it's not even a good sitcom either. But I honestly feel like this is kind of something you would have seen in a 90s or late 80s sitcom because of how ridiculously stupid it is. This stuff doesn't happen in real life, but it did. Every part of this story is dumber than the part before it, because that is all we get from this ridiculous administration. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.